OpenAI is battling copyright infringement claims on a number of different fronts. And it's the struggling traditional and digital media outlets like the New York Times, the Chicago Tribune, and The Intercept who are arguing their case. Their case centers on copyright infringement claims around the use of articles to train AI models. The publishers state that OpenAI has been using their content en masse without permission and without payment. But what is the merit of the claims by publishers in this new age of AI? And what is OpenAI's defense? And meanwhile, whilst these publishers are taking a stand, find out how other publishers are taking an altogether different approach. But why do AI models need to use published materials? AI models rely on access to published materials for training data, language understanding, knowledge acquisition, and domain-specific learning. These materials, including books, articles, research papers, and online content, provide diverse examples of language usage and help AI models learn patterns, semantics, and context. It's only by analyzing text from various sources that AI models can develop a deeper understanding of language structure, syntax, semantics, and vocabulary, allowing them to generate more accurate outputs and provide valuable insights across different domains. In addition to this, published materials contribute to data diversity, allowing AI models to generalize better across different contexts and adapt to new scenarios. These materials serve as benchmark datasets for evaluating the performance of AI models in tasks such as text summarization, sentiment analysis, and document classification. This is why access to published materials is crucial for the training, development, and evaluation of AI models, facilitating their ability to comprehend language, extract knowledge, and perform effectively across a wide range of language-related tasks and applications. So how strong is the case that the publishers have against OpenAI? Well, media organizations often invest significant resources in creating and producing high-quality content. They rely on copyright protection to safeguard their intellectual property and maintain control over how their content is used and disseminated. Organizations like the New York Times, the New York Daily News, and others claim that OpenAI, and also Microsoft with its Copilot, have trained models on their articles without permission or compensation. Evidence has been that many excerpts of conversations with ChatGPT show reproduced lengthy extracts of specific articles on command, indicating their training datasets included the text of those articles. The publisher's complaint reads, "This lawsuit is not a battle between new technology and old technology. It is not a battle between a thriving industry and an industry in transition. It is most surely not a battle to resolve the phalanx of social, political, moral, and economic issues that Gen AI raises. This lawsuit is about how Microsoft and OpenAI are not entitled to use copyrighted newspaper content to build their new trillion-dollar enterprises without paying for that content." The New York Times lawsuit claims that ChatGPT reproduces its journalism verbatim, saying it had copied millions of articles to train its language models, meaning ChatGPT is now competing directly with the New York Times as a result. Specifically, the lawsuit from the New York Times alleges that OpenAI's large language models, which power ChatGPT, can generate output that recites NYT's content verbatim, closely summarizes it, and mimics its expressive style. This undermines and damages the Times' relationship with readers, while also depriving it of subscription, licensing, advertising, and affiliate revenue. The New York Times' case is also against Microsoft's Copilot. And these lawsuits are not cheap. The New York Times has already spent $1 million so far on its lawsuit against OpenAI. The publication has tried to negotiate with both companies to ensure it received fair value for the use of its content, but has failed to reach a solution. The New York Times, along with other news outlets, have blocked OpenAI's web crawler, preventing the company from continuing to scrape content from its website and using that data to train its large language models. Other publications such as the BBC, CNN, and Reuters have also now blocked OpenAI's web crawler. And the publications have a point. Millions are invested in these publications to get the story. With the New York Times, its legacy over 170 years is testament to the quality of its reporting over the years, which was made possible through investment across its team and its credibility, which allows it to get access to groundbreaking stories. For OpenAI to use that without any recompense or even without permission, presenting the information to users in a more user-friendly and more accessible manner threatens the very business model of publications like the New York Times, and ultimately their existence. News publishers have relied on ad revenue from search results for 2 decades. Generative AI tools could wipe out much of that traffic. But given all this, is OpenAI destined to lose? OpenAI has contested the New York Times' complaint and the complaints of other publications. They say the New York Times hacked OpenAI's systems to generate infringing outputs by using tens of thousands of attempts to prompt ChatGPT to reproduce articles verbatim, which OpenAI claims is a rare bug they are working to fix. OpenAI also argues its use of publicly accessible content, like the New York Times articles, to train its AI models is transformative and constitutes fair use as it creates new, different, and innovative products, rather than simply regurgitating training data. The AI company likens its technology to how humans learn, arguing AI models need to observe a wide range of information, including copyrighted works, to develop capabilities analogous to human intelligence. OpenAI portrays ChatGPT as a revolutionary and creative tool that augments human abilities akin to human intellectual achievements that should be free for common use once communicated. Effectively, OpenAI is framing the lawsuit as a philosophical dispute, casting its AI as an autonomously creative and transformative technology that learns like humans, rather than merely an automation copying verbatim. But interestingly, not all publishers are fighting with OpenAI on this issue. Whilst the New York Times will be battling it out in the courts with OpenAI, other publishers have found a way to work with the AI company. Publishers such as the Financial Times, the Associated Press, and Axel Springer have opted instead to collaborate with AI companies. And the rationale for this is varied. Primarily, it's to secure another source of monetization. These deals, worth in the millions annually, provide an additional revenue stream for publications like the FT by allowing AI firms to pay for access to the FT's high-quality journalism to enhance their AI models. As media companies continue to face financial challenges, such agreements can offer a lifeline. Secondly, by striking formal licensing deals, the FT and others ensure transparency in how their content is used by AI systems, and proper attribution is provided which can protect FT's brand and intellectual property rights. Working with the AI companies can also provide publishers with a competitive advantage. Allowing their content to train leading AI models can give publishers like the FT a competitive edge by making their journalism more discoverable. And finally, having a seat at the table allows the FT and others who work with AI companies to influence how AI models that ingest journalism are developed, ensuring appropriate safeguards for quality journalism. And the fact that publishers are increasingly working with AI companies is undermining the New York Times' argument that it should be compensated billions of dollars in damages. The debate around copyright infringement of AI companies is not as straightforward as it may seem. Yes, the publishers should be recognized and recompensed for the content they produce, but the value of that is not likely in the billions of dollars. High-quality global publishers like the Financial Times have shown that there is a way to cooperate whilst recognizing new technologies, and that the traditional media model is crumbling. If AI companies can acknowledge and recompense publishers for their work, as they are starting to do, it means we end up with AI models that are more accurate and more relevant, and enable users to consume information in a new way. To watch my video on how AI can influence global elections in a year the world decides, click the link above or see the video in the description box below. Thanks for watching.